Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Is that good? Was that good for everybody else?
Oh, yeah.
What up?
Living the dream.
Oh, what's up, all thumbs? Mr. Thumbs is out there saying hello.
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 I got a new hat.
Does that look like Val Kilmer to you?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes.
What the I saw that and I was like, maybe I'm crazy.
You got one of the new Avengers, didn't you?
No.
No, that was on a Masters of the Universe figure.
Yeah, that's from a Masters of the Universe figure.
I just said new Avengers.
Oh, I thought you said New Avengers.
Oh, I heard New Avengers too.
I heard Avengers too.
It's called my cool hat.
It's a hat.
I'm telling you, that is Val Kilmer from Batman Forever. That's what
It looks like it. It does.
Now all you need is the Mattel figure or McFarlane, one or the other.
That hits
I'm
too
like,
big for
what the hell? Yeah, I got the figure. It came with the spare unmasked head, and I was looking at it going, I'm not crazy, am I?
No, it was a big thing when that came out. People thought it looked like Val Kilmer.
It looks exactly like Val Kilmer.
Yep.
Which is fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. I love Val Kilmer. I grew up on some Val Kilmer.
JB dated Val Kilmer.
I would have dated Val Kilmer if I had had a chance. Real genius? Come on.
I don't know. Val Kilmer wasn't really for me. I was more as, a Nicolas Cage man.
Yeah, all right, whatever. That doesn't mean. Val Kilmer's not for me. What is this shit? You want to correct that mistake?
That or George Clooney or Tom Cruise, probably.
Put some respect on your tongue when you're talking about the Kilmer.
You already said you'd go with Val Kilmer, so I was trying to think of somebody else.
That man died for all of our sins, okay?
Yep.
God damn.
I got something big.
It's a big lob.
Ooh,
It's a box.
nice.
Come in today. Just open the box.
I got all that.
Box. Yeah, you got a toy store, so you
You can cheat.
I don't cheat. I have to order this stuff too, Yeah. I just order extra for my customers.
It's a good looking figure though. It's I wonder if I would assume that's probably a recycled from that All-Star basketball thing.
Oh, I'm almost positive.
From the basketball
It
anyway.
absolutely is.
The figure is not, but just the basketball.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Maybe. What about
We don't have a
the?
stupid overlay piece over the chest. It's actually a sculpted tank top.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I mean, I would not have had a problem if it was reused. I mean, dude, I used one of those to do my custom big lob,
Yeah.
and it worked great for that. So
It's got an
I
ab
don't have a problem
crunch.
with it.
It's got the sculpted tank top with the ab crunch. So
Okay.
Speaking of like sports style stuff, McFarlane is doing posable sports figures. I don't know why he's doing that when he should have took a page out of Hasbro's playbook and seen how bad their starting lineup started out at $59, and then they went down to 29, and then they ended up at like $7 or whatever at Ollie's.
Yeah, I think I picked them up for like $5.99 or
take
something
a
like that when I bought the ones that I used for customs and stuff.
Yeah, he's going to take a bath on that
So-
stuff.
oh yeah.
Well, to be fair,
that is just
He's a sports nerd though. That's the thing. So it may be that he just doesn't give a shit.
Maybe,
You know what I
but
mean?
he's got to.
Because he's
When
been
all said
doing-
and done, he's got to make
He's
money.
been
at
doing
this.
sports. He's been doing sports stuff since he had his own company. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
and to be fair, Hasbro could not get most of the likeness for the stars, so they had to go with generic looks, and they couldn't even do half the tattoos. that
Yeah,
they
and
had.
maybe McFarlane's got, because
Yeah.
he's been doing sports figures longer, maybe he's got an in. He can do some figures of people that people will actually want to buy. Not me. I could give a shit about action
Hasbro
figures.
focused on like, let's make sure we get the Nike license.
Yeah, they were way more concerned about having them wear Nikes. Yeah, that was dumb. But
They didn't bother to try to even get a license deal to do a Dodge Charger. before the engine
No,
of
they
vengeance.
thought they could do no wrong, and people would just buy up whatever slop they put out there.
My puppy dogs are going to be.
Which, by the way, that was an awful the Hell Charger, whatever they were calling it.
That's what they called it. Engine of Vengeance.
Engines of Vengeance. Okay, was just an awful campaign and a huge disservice to the community and to Marvel fans who did not want a fucking Hell Charger on the anniversary of Ghost Rider. However, can I say, I do believe that was probably one of the things and one of the biggest slaps in the faces that they got that has made Marvel Legends get better. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it doesn't have problems, but we can all agree in the last 2 to 3 years, they have gotten better.
It's also one of the things that helps them move away from always everything has to be a HasLab. They just made to order, which is what everything should be in.
The good news is, guys, we're getting the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider on his Hellfire bike. So who cares about the HasLab anymore?
I'm still pissed off about the Danny Ketch, though. They've made them too small.
Well, it is what it is, but it's still a good figure, though.
I was able to fix his height, but I'm a very skilled customizer.
That is true.
The other people can't do that.
Nope.
Wow. I don't know.
You shouldn't have to fix your figures.
No.
I agree with you. You shouldn't have to, but sometimes you do.
Yeah. It's like a...
if figures were still $20, it would bother me a lot less.
It's like getting proper wings for Nemesis and Enforcer.
Yeah.
I'm having to do that.
But, yeah.
See, look, even now, Jared has to show off his pictures and everything. Look at him. We're talking about him having a big collection.
I'm pulling up the Ghost Rider, height difference. These teeny tiny little legs they put on him. Just changing the legs out helped the figure tremendously. I put a slightly smaller head.
What legs you put on him?
These are the Netflix Luke Cage legs that I cut the lower part off and cast a set of pegs off these legs and inserted the pegs in there so I can use these boots.
Oh, boy.
But it's got a full paint job too.
Oh.
But that bit of height made a world of difference on the figure. The heads, this is the Rhino Wave head that I repainted. It looks like the same sculpt, but it's actually slightly smaller than this one. So the head's too big, the legs are too small.
Honestly, that's why that video I did, because I had done that custom with that bike that Canon had done.
Yeah,
and I like my custom better than the one they came. It's not that. Look, I like the one they came out with. I bought it. I think I bought it from Quinn, if I remember right. And it's decent, and it would have been really good had it come out 10 years ago. But I honestly, on my shelf, the custom takes prominence on my shelf that I did. So
at least I got a Ghost Rider who can look the other Ghost Rider in the eye now.
Mm-hmm.
You're a dog bark.
So I ended up cutting the legs down here. I made castings of the pegs off. Here's the castings I made, or extras. Drilled them down, drilled a hole, glued them in place. That way I can run the boots and sculpt it over the peg holes. That way, fix their mistake.
And
not putting painting eyes on the Hulk.
Oh, can we talk about something real quick before we get into all the? Oh, there's one piece of news story that I want to talk about before we do what we bought this week. Just because
my dog. Oh, I bought my dog's fortune cookies. I did not for me. My dogs love them.
So, Smart Hulk, Professor Hulk, whatever the fuck they're calling him, doesn't matter. Great looking figure.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I wish he was bigger, but I like it. I think it looks good. Do we have a price point on it yet?
At least they didn't put it on the Caliban body like I feared they would.
Yeah. What do we have a price point on him yet? I don't remember.
Probably going to be about the same as the Abomination, with around about the $48 price range.
Okay. Well, I couldn't really remember, but
I'm guessing.
Great figure. Looking forward. I definitely want to pick this one up. This is definitely one I want to get. Can I say, however, though, that for a very, very long time, I have wanted the Toy Biz version of this.
Mm-hmm.
And as everybody, I am sure, is very well aware, it is a retardedly expensive figure to get a hold of. If you did not buy it like 15 years ago, like it's a really expensive figure to get a hold of. Like even loose, it goes for $100 or more. You know, God forbid you want to get it in package or whatever, right? I thought, you know what? I wonder if anybody's dumping them on eBay now that the new one's coming out. Guess what? They are. I picked one up for $35.
Nice.
$35. I won't have it till next. Hopefully, I'll have it by the next show next week. But
Does he have his glasses?
he did not have his glasses. But I have the glasses from that shitty Bruce Banner figure I got. I'm gonna put. But he didn't have his glasses and he didn't have his gun. But he was in immaculate condition. No scratches, no scuffs, no nothing. Looked great. For $35, I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not gonna pass up on $35 Smart Hulk. So I'm gonna get this one too. But
yeah. Well,
you know.
that's one of the things I wish this one was more like that one, where it had the long pants and shoes.
Yeah.
But I get it. People like those stupid bunny slippers.
I don't get it. I can give it
I don't get why they like them, because it happened in one issue.
Yeah.
And it was on a trading card. One book.
Hey, people like that deep cut, man. They like that deep cut.
They don't think it's a deep cut though. They think he did that all the time.
No, he didn't. Can I just say, if I want to get real nitpicky, and since Jared, you're the Hulk expert, but I was actively reading Incredible Hulk when Del Keown took over.
Mm-hmm.
Who amazing fucking artist, and the one that brought us Smart Hulk / Professor Hulk.
He was originally called the Merged Hulk.
Merged Hulk, yeah. If I were to nitpick at all about this, I don't think the head sculpts are that great to Del Keown's artwork.
It's like a mix between Del Keown and Gary Frank's artwork.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's almost like a fusion between two. It's not either or, but like a mixture of the two.
Yeah, I mean the figure is fantastic. I love it. I want to pick it up. I'm just saying, if I wanted to get real nitpicky, I would want like a pure Del Keown head sculpt for it.
And I want a pure like Gary Frank head sculpt.
Yeah,
that's the Gary Frank head sculpt is what's on that Toy Biz merged
that
Hulk.
Maximum fucking thing.
No,
yeah.
One you just ordered.
The one I just got. Yeah, Toy Biz. Sorry.
Yeah. So that one's that is a Gary Frank head sculpt, straight up.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there to anybody. If you were ever looking for the old Toy Biz one, now's probably a good time to do it, because, by the way, I found 4 of them in that like $35 to $45 range on eBay. Now they may all be gone by now.
I'm planning on getting 2 of these, and one set of heads, I'm swapping the hair. The hair looks like they should be on the opposite head.
Mm-hmm.
The gritted teeth you would think would have the more action windswept hair.
Yeah.
The more calm neutral face should be like the flat hair without the wind blowing in the face.
Yeah.
The gun is comically tiny for this, though.
It is.
That
was the only thing. I honestly, the glasses, I didn't really give a shit about him not having the glasses. I was hoping he would have the original Toy Biz gun, but I couldn't find one with the Toy Biz gun that was priced what I was willing to pay. Because the original Toy Biz gun was fucking awesome.
Yes,
somebody was saying that they're going to 3D print the big gun for him.
Oh yeah,
So I'm sure a lot of people are going to do that.
Look, I've got spare guns I can use for him. Just big, massive, whatever. It's not a big deal, but
well, if you got that Hypercono cannon from Iron Man from the Rapture,
oh yeah,
pretty good one.
now I've got some McFarlane guns that I keep in my my gun fodder bin. Because remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, every time McFarlane would make a gun for anything, for any of his figures, they were way too big for his figures. So I got a bunch of those. I'm going to try a few different things. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that.
I'm pleasantly pleased with it. I was hearing, because they've been doing the big guys on Caliban lately. Because they did like classic Drax on Caliban, they did Chod on like the small Abomination body, and they've been making stuff way too small, like the Zemu, like is on like the Sasquatch body, and everything they do is like undersized. It's like I was worried they were going to use that Caliban, which Caliban is a fantastic mold. Don't get me wrong on that part.
It's just not.
It's not Hulk size.
Yeah, and like I said. We can be nitpicky, and I can, like the head sculpt, and also I can be nitpicky. I would love to have seen this on a bigger than normal Hulk buck.
Yes. Well, at least they sculpted the torso and not just painted it on or something stupid.
And they put the those spacer joints so they'll have better range of motion. Oh no, I'm sorry, butterfly joints in there.
Yeah, he's got actual butterfly joints,
which. Not only they click with the butterfly joints, it's like they did it with the back. The butterfly joints go all the way to the sculpt of the tank top, but they didn't do it in the front. They stopped before they hit the tank top.
Yeah,
so
they go in
I might end up taking a little X-Acto knife and shaving this material off the front.
Yeah, it does come in a little bit, but then it stops.
If it went always through the tank top,
it stops before it needed to. Yeah. They could have brought it in a little bit more.
When you look at the back, it makes it a little more like frustrating because they did it right on the back. Why didn't they do it in the front?
Yeah.
But
because you can see that here. I'll show you everybody. So you can see, so it comes all the way to the tank top here, but then on the front, let's see if we can get a good picture of this. You can see there's a chunk of meat there. They could have cut this in all the way to the tank top, all the way up there.
Now, I'm willing to bet what the big problem with it was. Hasbro didn't want to tool up and do butterfly joint, and that's the exact same butterfly joint that's on the 80th anniversary Hulk body.
Yeah. So it still looks great though. It's a damn good looking. Honestly, like this is way better than the Maximum Hulk.
Yeah.
Like leaps and bounds better than the Maximum Hulk.
And guess what? This has over the Maximum Hulk. Pinless legs.
Yeah. You know what would have been cool is to do this for the Maximum Hulk. And if you're going to do a rubberized piece, you could have just done his tank top rubberized where you have a lot less issues with the whole torso being rubberized and cracking because there's going to be way fucking less movement if you were just doing the tank top. But anyway, whatever. But they were never going to make one specific version a quote unquote Maximum Hulk.
I'm hoping the greens match because I'm planning on putting the feet from the Maximum. If they do, they're going to put the Maximum feet on this Hulk.
Yeah.
And I'll have flat palm hands for using.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do the same thing if the colors match up. They look like they will.
Hulk just needs to slap somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
But he looks good though. Looks really good.
Ain't that right, JB?
Huh? Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta slap a hoe.
Slap a hoe. Are you Native American?
Yes.
What? Oh, you must be from the Slapahoe tribe.
Actually, on my mother's side.
Anyway. All right, what did everybody get this week?
Well, I got Big Lob.
Got Big Lob.
Fortune cookies. That's more for the girls. I got the Scorpion Cobra Guy 2-pack for $26 off Target.
Oh yeah, I saw that go on sale. I wish I cared about G.I. Joe anymore.
How much you get it for, Jared?
I got this for $26, and I missed out on I missed out on the 2-pack. Those two Joes, I don't know. They were like, I don't know, 44 when I bought this. Then they went for like $26 for like an hour, and they sold out.
Dude, G.I. Joe, like Walmart. Or I don't know about y'all, but here, Walmart, Target, fucking everybody's clearancing out G.I. Joe. Amazon's clearancing it out. Prices have dropped on eBay. Like
I got my
everything G.I. Joe is on clearance right now.
My ketchup and mustard 2-pack.
Yeah.
Now, if you see the polar bear, the Snake Eyes polar bear on clearance.
Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of him.
Well, I want one.
Okay, well I may stop by Walmart tomorrow. If they have one, I'll pick one up for you. Because I passed on. I wanted the polar bear. I just didn't want the Snake Eyes, and I wasn't willing to, because even on clearance it was still like $45 or something. Because I think originally it was 60 something.
And
Cobra Scorpion 2-pack is still for $26 on Target.
Yeah,
online.
I over the course of the last year, I have just completely lost interest in classifieds.
Well, they've run out of Sumbo.
Yeah.
Well, that worked out. You said it's like $40, 40 something.
45, I think it was what it was, because it wasn't at 65, and I don't know. It went down to something. I don't remember what it was, but it was just
stupidly overpriced here. I think it was like
I can't remember what the original price was and what it was clearanced out at, but whatever it was clearanced out at my Walmarts, it was still too much, because all I gave a shit about was the polar bear. I didn't care about the Snake Eyes, but I was like, if it's cheaper, I would buy one just for the polar bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the polar bear is the big winner in that 2-pack.
Yeah, I'll look and see. I'll probably stop by there tomorrow. I'll look and see if they still have some.
I think it works out too. I think you owe me like $40-something.
Whatever. Just tell me. All you gotta do is tell me what the fuck you want, man.
I ain't in no hurry, man. JB seems to want to be chomping at the bit. Like, I did get the AliExpress Monster Force. What is this one called?
Primal Kilowog?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was like $48.
Oh, wow.
The box is a little squish because they just mailed it in a bag. Literally just a bag across the ocean. But it looks
All I got
good.
was this.
Well, you're not on camera. You can't see you. You're not on camera.
Oh, you can't
You're
see
not
me?
on camera.
Wait your turn, sir.
But yeah, I bought this for like to make a. I got that Bitter Williams from Buddy Don. Tina was going to paint it black, but now I don't have to. I can just swap the legs out, the pants legs, and make what I was wanting to make out of this.
Nice.
That's the best way to prep for paint. Don't start with a base figure the right color.
You know, I said that in a video when I was talking about dyeing figures, and I got comments, people saying, "No, but that's just your paint." No, that's not why you dye a figure, sir. You dye a figure so you have to paint less, but you still have to fucking paint the damn thing.
Yep.
Oh no, I see these people doing these videos. I see all these tutorials on YouTube of people dyeing figures, and they dye. And of course, every time they dye shit black, it's got a purple hue to it because it's fucking dye. And they're like, "Oh, it looks great, motherfucker." No, it doesn't. Do a dry brush of black over that or something.
Plus, you guys wash it first before you do anything and get like the excess dye off of it.
Yeah. I did a whole video breaking down, cleaning it with alcohol, doing all this stuff. And then I said in the video, and then you have to still paint it, because the point is not to dye your figure the color you want. You dye it as close as you can get so that you don't have to worry about paint rub, but you still have to paint the figure. And people were like, "No, you don't have to paint the figure." Yes, do you want it to look like shit? Then no, yeah, don't paint your figure. Feel free.
Yep. Now, you gotta be careful what stillers you use when you dye a figure too.
Yes. Well, and that's where, as I discovered purely by accident, soaking it after you dye it in alcohol for a while and really fucking letting all that shit come out of the paint. Because since I started doing that, I haven't had problems when I seal it.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah,
but I'll like take a fucking bottle of 70% isopropyl alcohol, put it in a fucking gallon Ziploc bag, and then just dunk the figure in there and leave it in there for 15 minutes. And the alcohol will turn whatever color I dyed it, and I'll pull it out, wash it off with a little bit of soap and water, let it dry, and then when I paint it and seal it, I don't have any problems.
That's cool. All right, the first time I did a dyed figure, and it was driving me insane. The definition of insanity.
Oh, I remember because we were talking about it.
Yeah, I kept dry brushing like blue over top of black. I washed it with soap and water before I painted it too, so I didn't know the alcohol soak. And I dry brushed the blue, looked great. Hit it with my automotive sealer I use, turned fucking black again.
Yep.
A dye would just come right through the paint.
Yep.
It's like, I did that like 3 times. I was like, I just had to stop.
Wasn't that which one was that? I remember that was one of your custom figures. It wasn't.
It was hard case of Ultraverse.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I knew it was one of your characters that you were doing. It wasn't like or not your characters, but you know what I mean, characters that nobody else makes.
Yeah. Well, I might as well own the Ultraverse.
You might as well at this fucking point. But nobody else wants to do anything with it.
My comic universe I've been working on. I'd almost be like tempted to call it the Ultraverse because they let the trademark expire.
I mean,
you could.
But do I want to go to the legal headache if they try to sue, though? Even though legally I have the right if I bought it.
Just fucking patent it, or not patent it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course with
copyright it
with trademarks and stuff like that. You don't own the characters. You just own the likeness and stuff. That's copyright. This is trademark.
Yeah. All right, who else got something new? Quinn, somebody was asking about your.
I saw that. Yeah, Aku, I got the Garfellow turtle. I got him in. So I already took him out.
Both of them, right? It's Garfield and Odie in there.
Yeah, Garfield and Odie's in there. I took them out of the box already, but yeah, that's them right there. Really nice figures. Appeared in one panel of a comic strip back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I got 12 of those in day before yesterday, and I think I got one left. So big hit. They went pretty quick. Other than that, I got in the Seventh Sister, Quinlan Voss, Jedi Master Dooku, and Kyle Katarn from the new Star Wars series. I also got in the Empire Strikes Back 2-pack with Luke and Darth Vader. Darth Vader comes with a wired cape. Battle damaged Luke has actual sculpted damage on his Bespin fatigues, and that Karis, I guess, whatever thing they're on.
Yeah, that Cloud City.
Really nice. Yes, very, very nice item. So, and then I also got the Abomination in from the Hulk series.
Nice.
So I got that. Oh, and then I got that.
Man.
Is that the one that comes with the butthole face?
Matt,
the 2-pack.
Matt, you're going to be mad.
Oh, what?
That face with fingers.
Uh-huh.
It's Rick Jones. They killed off Rick Jones, and the Abomination was dead too. So they used Rick Jones and the Abomination corpse together to resurrect and make.
So they bring Rick Jones in to Marvel Legends as a giant butthole, but we can't get an actual Rick Jones figure.
So we technically have a Rick Jones figure now.
No, that is so disrespectful to the backbone of the Marvel universe. God damn it.
At least we've had an A-bomb in the universe.
Rick Jones has been so many. Rick Jones has taken on so many personas. Everything from Bucky to A-bomb to fucking Nomad. He was Nomad. Make a Rick Jones Nomad figure if you don't want to make Rick Jones as just Rick Jones. You know what I mean? Something, anything. I got a shitty Bruce Banner figure sitting over there that's one of the worst fucking Marvel Legends that's come out in the last decade, but I can't get a Rick Jones. I can't even get a Rick Jones as Nomad or Rick Jones as Bucky or anything. It's ridiculous. It's
Rick James, bitch.
It's so disrespectful. I feel like sometimes when stuff like that, and look, we've talked about a lot of characters that have been just grossly overlooked in Marvel Legends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But can you think of another character that's been overlooked worse than Rick Jones? Can you think of somebody who's been more significant to Marvel Comics lore and history that hasn't gotten a figure yet?
Uncle Ben.
Okay, I'll give you Uncle Ben. However, as an action figure, which one makes more sense?
Rick
Any
Jones.
of the
Rick
17
Jones.
different cool versions of Rick Jones we could make?
We got an Aunt May,
Yeah, no shit.
but we don't have
A Rick Jones.
or Uncle Ben.
I don't know. It's disrespectful at this point. I feel like it's intentional. Anyway. All right. Okay, you can show what you got now, JB.
Oh, all I got was just the Optimus Prime model kit from Dark of the Moon that I'm currently putting together. So
Okay.
that's the only thing. That's the only thing I
Well,
got this
make
week.
sure and show us when you get it done.
I will. I'm right now working on the torso, so I got the heads done.
All right.
I'll form the head.
I'll show it when I'm finished, like I always do.
That's what she said.
Did a little part swap.
Yeah.
Put a Lex Luthor head on there.
I could, couldn't I? Oh, that's cool. But that's all I got.
All right. Well, I got Val Kilmer Icarus. Which,
He
by the
likes
way,
turtles.
He likes Motu now.
I got me Hordak. Which, by the way, okay, so I got Icarus. He was like $18 with all his stuff. Hordak was $19.99.
That's a good deal on the
No
plastic
shit. I picked up Skeletor from
I
New
love-
Adventures.
I love the new Adventure Skeletor.
I picked him up with shipping. He was like $31. I picked up Hero number 1. Got him for, I think I paid $35 for him.
Missing one of his gold leaves on the top.
Yeah.
And you got the green stone. That's the only thing I went with Hero. It was random what color stones you got. And I want the green, and I don't have a green one.
And then I got Hero 2.
Which is He-Man and Teela's son.
Yep. Which I want to get King He-Man, but he is expensive, so I'm going to be hunting for him for a while to go with him. I got new in package. Let me open him up. This one I was very happy to get.
Tuscore? I saw the size of that box. It's like
Muscador, and he is freaking huge, dude.
yes, he is. He's on the Ram Man. He uses a lot of Ram Man parts.
Oh, he's huge. I paid less than $40 for him.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome piece.
Dude, I can't wait to open him up. I cannot wait to open him up. Then I got this one. I gotta open up it's in the mailer here.
Oh, I did get one more thing. What did I do with it?
I got this 2-pack.
Nice.
Airclaw Skeletor, Flying Fist He-Man. Very happy with that. By the way, these are all classics. All those I've showed you so far are classic. Oh, I picked this up. I don't know why, just because I found him. He was $10. And I don't know. I thought, why not? $10.
Which we should be able to get real ones of those for too long.
We should now. I hope we do. So, and then, if you guys will remember, you pressured me into buying something last week on the show. So it came in.
Well,
I has not opened anything in it yet. I did open it just to make sure everything was in there, but
oh wow.
So I got my little. By the way, this thing's freaking cool.
Yes, it is.
And I don't like. It sucks when you got a really cool box like that because I love to open everything, and it almost makes me not want to open it. Not quite, but almost.
We'll keep the box. It's resealable.
So I've got
2000X.
Which, by the way, can I just say that? And I know you said this is the 2000X one that I already have. Why does it have the movie logo on it?
I think they had about the same logo.
Anyway, the one that I got this whole thing for. Nope, that's not it. Oh, although that one's cool too.
I like that one too. The one that you bought it for and that one were my big two draws for that set.
Where's the other one? This one here. This one here. This one here. There he is.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a video on these whenever. Although, oh sweet, they're in collector packaging. Oh nice, I didn't even realize that.
I tried to tell you that last week.
You pulled a JB. You didn't listen to it.
I told you last week.
Hey man,
He said that like 30
you
times.
don't listen to anything, JB.
Well,
You can give somebody else a break.
that's the turnabouts for fair play right there. JB, you do not listen to anything.
Yeah.
But he did say it about 30 times. So.
Yeah, everything there is resealable, so that's why I said keep the package.
Oh, Matt, did you know that everything's
This is a
resealable?
great- This is a great package, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, Matt, I don't know if
Keep
you
it
heard
all.
or not. That's resealable packaging.
Really? What the hell? That's awesome. Anyway. So that, I think, is everything I got this week.
Well, I missed something, and it's Motu related.
Show me. Ooh.
Multi-bot.
Gee.
And it's a lot bigger than I was expecting to be, too. He's chunky.
She said.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is pretty cool.
It has the two.
I like it.
You want four.
Then we would ask Shelby what he got, but he's not here. He got Gundams, I think.
I think that's all I got this week. It was just Masters of the Universe stuff. Right? I showed off everything last week, right?
You did. You showed off a lot of stuff last week.
Yeah, I showed off all the Motu stuff I got last week. By the way, still, the thing that pops on my shelf the most is that huge ass fucking 2000X Ram Man.
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell, is that figure huge?
Yes, he is.
It's great. It's a great figure. And it's way big. Right now, I've got him next to the 7-inch scale He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the Mattel, the 7-inch scale, highly animated cartoon one that I picked up from BBTS with the Skeletor, and Ram Man dwarfs that 7-inch scale one. But I gotta say, my favorite thing that I picked up last week was just that this thing right here. I love Adam and Cringer.
They are great.
I
They
love
are.
this set. I love that we've got a really, really well articulated Cringer figure. Even in the Origins line, they did not articulate Battle Cat like this.
Yep.
But Cringer gets the full treatment. And
The
he's
cartoon collection was like an upgrade past the original Origin stuff.
yeah. But Adam is great.
It's a shame we won't get a cartoon collection Battle Cat.
I know. Because if they could just, I mean, basically, well, they couldn't use this same buck because he's too small.
Maybe we'll get a cartoon collection 2000X Battle Cat.
That would be good. That would be really good.
But if they're doing the 2000X stuff, they got to give us a Battle Cat.
I hope so. I really hope so. But I did pick up some more stuff that I haven't gotten in yet. I ordered some stuff. So I did a thing that I may get criticized for because I see people bitching about it all the time online, which is the Club Grayskull Pass.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it. It was $10 for a year.
Well,
And I bought it because they had a bunch of figures that I wanted on clearance for $15. And, you know, normal price on Amazon everywhere else is like $21, $22, something like that, right? Sometimes as low as 20, but they had a bunch of stuff on clearance for $15. And if I paid the $10, you could get all that stuff for $15, plus I got a 10% off coupon on anything I bought on my first purchase. So I ended up buying a bunch. I say a bunch. I bought like 4 figures that I wanted that you can only get if you have the membership for like $13 a piece. Like I got, damn, I don't even remember what all I got, but I got a few figures. What did I get? Did I get, I can't remember. I know one was Rio Blast, which he's a Club Grayskull exclusive. But I got Rio Blast, and then I got like 3 other figures, all for like $13 a piece, because I got that Club Grayskull membership. So, I mean, it paid for itself in my first order. So, you know, I don't know. I some people I see a lot of people in the Motu forums complaining about Club Grayskull. Oh, why should I have to pay? It's like, I mean, well, don't. But like, in one order, it more than paid for itself. It saved me more money than you know what I mean? Like, I paid the $10, but I think total I saved I saved like $28. I paid 10 and saved 28. So, like, yeah, it more than paid for itself. So I guess don't get it unless they've got good deals. Like, wait till there's a bunch of good deals that you want to get all at once, and then it'll pay for itself. But I mean, who knows if I'll ever use it again after that order? I have no idea. Maybe I'll never use it again. Maybe that was the only time I'll use it. But if that's the only time I use it all year,
well, some of their figures you have to have
almost, yeah, it saved me
some of
almost
their figures you
$30.
got to have an account to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, it saved me like almost $30 in one order.
Oh, I did get one more thing. It's not toys, but it's geek related.
Mm-hmm.
And what the hell did they do? The tear here, it's glued under the tear here mark. I got my physical copy.
Ooh, nice. Dude, I have watched that movie so many times. That has become one of those movies that I can just put on anytime. And just like the original, 1986 Transformers.
Mm-hmm. I wore that movie out when I was a kid.
That Transformers 1, I can like literally put on anytime and just watch it. It's like, oh, there's nothing else on? Let me watch Transformers 1.
The
movie is so good, and I like
the end credit scene.
I like it better every time I watch it, and it sucks so much that because of just a combination of bad marketing and just really bad decisions made by Hasbro, that movie did not. It should have done better at the movies, because I would love to get more sequels to that.
It was done the same way of Army of Darkness was done. They didn't market it correctly. They didn't know how to market it. They market it as like a kiddie's, small child's movie, and it's not. It's a family.
It's not at all. It is 100%. It is 100% for fans, for adult geeks, for people that know what, you know what I mean? Like, it was done so well, man. It's such a damn good movie. And it's got like the one thing I was concerned about going into it, because the trailers made it almost look too funny. Like there was going to be too much humor in it.
Yeah.
And it's like the perfect amount of humor that works really, really well for it. If I really had to sit here and nitpick it, like really just bad, the only thing I can honestly say that I was like, well, I wish they maybe would have went a different route with that, was Bumblebee. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe he was a little too funny and derpy.
Yeah.
But it worked
I think
in the context of that movie.
Medium kind of like run wild with that.
Yeah. But it worked in the context of the movie, though. Like it didn't work in my mind of who I think Bumblebee is and who we've known Bumblebee to be throughout thousands at this point of iterations of Bumblebee and comics and TV shows and movies and all this shit, right? But it did work in the movie. Him being that character worked great in the movie. But it just sucks, man. It sucks that it tanked and we're not going to get any sequels to it because it was such a damn good movie.
Yeah.
Like I'd way rather see more of those than them bringing more live action stuff or, you know, whatever the hell else Hasbro's trying to fucking do. I don't know. They're you know, like a big part of me, and we talked about it before, I would love to see them finally dive into doing good G.I. Joe movies. But honestly, I don't know if they can. And they've already made a great Transformers movie. Just keep doing that.
Yeah. Just
keep doing that. I don't know. Or better yet, you know what? What you do is you take that and you do that for your properties. You do that. You do a trilogy of those movies where it ends with them going to Earth, and then the next movie can be a Transformers G.I. Joe movie, but it's all CGI and it's with those characters.
Mm-hmm.
And screw all the live action stuff, man. Who cares about the live action stuff?
I'm feeding my dog fortune cookies.
That's not good for him.
No, it ain't.
She's 11 years old and she's got cancer. I give her any treat she wants.
Okay, she can have whatever she wants. Yeah. Okay, never mind. She gets what she wants. But
and her luck will bring her great opportunities.
Well, I hope so.
Her other one is value your present moments.
Yep.
Well,
anyway, let's talk about some toy stuff here.
Yep.
So we already looked at Hulk, which, by the way, there was Hulk and there was some new close-up pictures of the
Iron Spider.
Miles Morales Iron Spider as
it was like old man Miles. I don't know what this is. I'm sure if this is in a comic book and you read it, you're really excited right now. I did not, so I give all of two shits about this figure. The only thing I like about it, black and gold always looks good together.
The black and gold looks great. It is, however, the exact same figure we've already gotten with the shitty plastic looking, not gold arms, but you know,
you get that beautiful gold paint on the body, and then like plastic,
which is exactly what they did to the other. Well, not exactly what they did. They had to use the mix of gold paint and shitty plastic gold on the figure too. But
yeah.
Anyway, cool. If you like this character, that's not something that I'm into.
I've been wanting an update to Merged Hulk forever, so I'm happy with this.
Yep, I'm happy with that too.
And I like the fact they actually retooled the pants, got rid of the tears in the pants, so he's just not got.
They gave him culottes, so
Yeah. I understand too the Hulk not having shoes, because the first time he super jumps, those shoes are going to explode.
We need to get some better pictures of Punisher armor. Which I don't know how much of this is reused. I feel like probably the legs and arms are reused, but the armor, guns, torso, all new mold. Obviously, we're getting. I do like this head sculpt, by the way. That's a good Punisher head sculpt.
That
shit Punisher head sculpt. I like that.
I would say they probably front of the armor's new, the back of the torso's probably.
Yeah, maybe the back's not, but front of the armor's new. Of course, we can see that silver plastic syndrome there.
That swirly twirly.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I mean, it looks good. I mean, I just made my own not too long ago, so I'm not like I'll wait for this to go on clearance because I feel like inevitably it will.
I don't think there's a big call for that.
No,
oh, excuse me. I don't think there's a big call for that.
Yeah, but it's cool. I like it. So we finally got some new pictures of that, which is cool. Mattel, we got some new pictures. This is what sucks. We were only a day away from doing all this last week, but
I know.
New pictures coming out. From,
so we're kind of a week behind everybody, but
yeah.
But
that's what happens when you do your show on Friday. So
this to be a kids line, these are impressive.
Not only that, but I gotta say, this Batmobile, while it is overly techy to kind of gear towards kids, I read the article that it wasn't Toy Arc, I forget who it was, that did like a full article on this and what they're calling the Batlink system.
Mm-hmm.
And how this like comes apart and you can use pieces of it to attach to the motorcycle, and they're going to come out with more vehicles that are basically kind of like Centurions, but with the vehicles where you can like mix and match and like mash stuff together. I'm not saying it's something I'm going to buy.
So that makes me think
cool.
that there's a picture where I saw Robin in the front of it, but they had the motorcycle merged with it.
Yeah, that's cool for a kid's line, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, this I'm definitely getting. If I buy no other figures from the kids line, that Bat Armor is badass looking.
To be a $12.99 price point line, these things are impressive,
dude. And they're in scale with what we all collect. They're 6.5-inch scale.
I'd be willing to. A lot of these, I just pick them up for the heads and put them on some DCUC figures.
Well,
I mean,
there is
the best Superman head sculpts I've ever seen.
Dude, let me see if we can get a good picture of that Superman head sculpt, because I know they've got it here somewhere. Not that one, not the new.
It's the same head. Both of them have the same head.
Not.
It's not. It's different heads.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, they're different head sculpts. Where is it? I know they had a up close picture of the head. The son of a bitch. Well, okay. You know what? This is just stupid. No. Well, I have seen an up close picture of that.
I think Shelby shared it with us.
Yeah, somebody shared it with us. It is a different head sculpt. But
that one has a lot of head.
Yeah.
You push the S symbol.
Kind of shows it. That kind of shows it. That's not a great angle, but the pictures we've seen, it's a really good head sculpt.
It is.
And as somebody who's a fan of DCUC and a lot of the stuff Mattel was doing 10, 15 years ago, the single joints don't bother me personally. The ab articulation and the lack of ankle articulation bother me more than single joints do.
Yeah.
I sent a picture in the group that all the figures had sculpts.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can get a look at Superman's head if you want. It's on there.
But yeah, that's the Jon Stewart head looks great.
The Jon Stewart head looks really good.
They're all using digital face tech printing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually buy these for $12.99 and upgrade your older DC-UC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, and I've seen this now in 2 reviews from people who were at Toy Fair saying that these are double jointed knees.
They're double jointed knees, but single jointed elbows.
Single jointed elbows, yeah.
Basically, what Mattel did before they forgot
The elbows are
Not the last couple of waves, because the last couple of waves they did incorporate double jointed elbows, but
did they?
yeah, they had, yeah.
DC-UC
the-
had they had it sporadically. That some
Well, I'm
figures
talking
had
about, the Mattel Multiverse.
yes.
Yeah, because I've got Kingdom Come Superman. I got Kyle Rayner from DC Multiverse, and they got single jointed elbows.
Yeah, but there was some that didn't. The John Stewart,
Okay,
I believe,
okay.
had double jointed
Okay.
elbow. There was a few. It was sporadic, but it was good.
All
By the
right, I got
That
you.
is a great looking. That is far better head sculpt than anything McFarlane has done in 6 years.
I'm very tempted to buy this Flash just to put on my new 52 Flash that I got from Mattel, the older Mattel figure.
That's a
I
good
would
one.
I would buy this, but it's like they put the new 52 head sculpt and boots on a classic Flash.
Well, that's why I'm going to take this head and put on my
Oh, I
new-
know, but I'm saying it's weird. It's like odd. Like, why would you put a new 52 Flash head and boots on a classic Flash body? It's just an odd choice right
Well,
there.
the bodies are probably more generic. The
Yeah.
head-
That's true.
they're
Yeah.
if you look at them, like the bodies are more generic, and all the details are painted, except for the boots, which are probably just slide on, which is the same peg system.
Again, because this is like a $12 kids line.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but look at that head sculpt, dude. That's fantastic.
And sometimes they will see these heads may end up being on the adult collector lines because nice
They might,
they are. Because sometimes they use a cheaper line to pay for parts on more expensive stuff. They did that with the WWE Origins crossover figures. They were using that line to fund tooling for other stuff.
They do that as
Also
well
the,
with their base figures, where they'll put elite heads on basic bodies.
Yep.
So
Also, the hands are hinge and swivel, and so are the elbows. They're hinge and swivel.
Mm-hmm. It's the only odd part about this whole thing is no ankles.
Yeah, and I think it's because they're saving money by just using these bodies that they can just swap boots out.
Yeah.
And they're just using single mold
That's the
boots.
exact same body as Flash, and
Same body as Flash. They're swapping the boots out. Now he has different gauntlets here.
which
And
interchangeable
he's got
forearm.
some detail on the arms.
Yeah, the forearms of a peg. There's a peg that goes into the bicep, so there's.
So I don't see how those face sculpts work on that Jokerized Batman figure, unless they're saying there's going to be more Jokerized variant of characters.
I think they just clip on.
Do they? Because I saw no seam line on the Jokerized Batman figure.
I
Not
didn't
a
say
seam.
that you replace the face; they just pressure fit.
Maybe they
They're
do.
just going over his face.
Yeah, like they did with Zartan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
They've done that before with other stuff where they just pressure fit something over the face.
Okay.
That's a great looking Joker too.
Yeah, these for $12.99, these are great figures.
And I love that they're in the same scale.
Yep.
Dude, that's
Well, plus too, it lets allow the kids to transition over from like the kids lines when they want to do more collector friendly stuff.
that is a fantastic Joker head sculpt. As a Joker connoisseur.
I will say these are much better head sculpts than Mattel used to do for their
Yep.
DC stuff. A lot of their older DC stuff.
Now.
Well, a lot of their older DC stuff, their faces were kind of flat.
Yeah.
They're smushed, especially the female faces. Like if you look like a Power Girl, her face is like flat when you turn the side profile.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, these are better than McFarlane's doing right now for DC.
Oh, absolutely.
head sculpts are.
Well, McFarlane don't do digital face printing.
Yeah, there's that motorcycle in there. I don't know. I know it's a kids feature, but I'm really curious to see what kind of cool stuff you can do with
I
this.
love the fact that Robin doesn't get behind the armor.
Yeah. You know what?
He's just exposed.
Fuck you.
It's just a Robin. Well, I'll get another one.
I got a whole staple of them.
A couple months ago, there some dude was making these like AI videos of Batman like buying orphanages so he can just keep replacing his Robins. Yeah. Robin 72, you can do this. They get ready to send a bomb disposal robot in. Oh, no one's going to do that. I have a Robin for that.
Robins cost way less. You can pick them up for the price of a Wendy's kids meal at the orphanage. You know, going into all this, and we knew there was going to be a kids line and all that because it was announced. I was fully expecting kids line would come out, cool, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. I want to see the collector's line. I'm actually excited about the kids line.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I mean, look. I mean, as far as like you can compare this to like what they're doing now with Masterverse and Origins, right? You know what I mean? Both are good lines. One is clearly a collector's line. Actually, they both become collector's line, but one is a much kind of simpler throwback line, and the other is, you know, higher end with better articulation. Except it's like putting them in the same scale.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I like it a lot, man. Love what they're doing with this. So, let's see. Yeah, all Batman. I don't care about the wrestling stuff myself. And we've seen all the Masterverse stuff 1,000 times at this point. So we don't even.
Well, they showed the Masterverse stuff early on Friday, so we got to go over that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Which, I mean, I like it, but we've already covered that.
Which, me, that's got me more hopeful with showing the Chronicle stuff with the DC Collector line.
Mm-hmm.
The Chronicle stuff is just phenomenal.
A lot of people have been waiting for this.
Pet Rock.
Yeah, the Pet Rock. And he actually, like, turns into a rock. I don't know how well he turns into a rock, but
me,
like they show it, but
I missed out on the first time they did one of these, the Rock guys, Rock Lords. And when the scene they made them undersized, these are like super small. These are like 4.5 inches tall. These are smaller than the regular Origins figures.
Here's the thing. I like the Origins stuff. If I got this guy, which I don't know if I will or not, if I got this guy, I would just have him sitting as a rock on the shelf.
Well, look at see like the blister on the packaging right there.
Yeah.
The top of his like shield on top of his head. That's usually where the top of a figure's head is at. That packaging. So they're super small. See what they screwed up? They made them small to fit in the packaging. All they do is turn them into a rock, and he would have fit in there just fine.
Yeah, they should have.
Ain't that right, Rob?
All right, let's get into some turtle stuff. So we're getting the Usagi Yojimbo Tales version of the Turtles.
Turtles? We never talk about turtles here.
We never talk about turtles. Which, by the way, these look fantastic. I know I'm the designated turtle fan here. Specifically, NECA's my jam. I love it. Although, as we talked about last week, very interested to see what Mattel's going to do. But for now, these look great.
Mattel did a really good job on the Turtles of Grayskull stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Give us a dedicated turtle line like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when Shelby said, I didn't even think about it when Shelby said it. Mattel do an Origin style 2003 series.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
I mean, they're going to have the rights, so they can do the 2000. They can do original figures. They can do the 2003 series. They can do the 2012 series.
They got
the
master license.
What I would love to see, because I really like the designs, which is the 2007 CGI movie versions. I would love some updated versions of those.
I love that movie.
I love, and I love that version of Shredder. I would love to see some updated versions of those with better articulation and stuff. So I'm hoping eventually. I mean, you know, if they stick it out, if they, you know, stick the landing with the line. I mean, Mattel's not the kind of company who's just going to fucking get the license for a couple years and then lose it. You know what I mean?
Now, the only reason they lost DC is because they forgot to renew the license.
Yeah.
That is the only reason they lost it to the McFarlane. It's not McFarlane has bigger pockets to outbid them more.
No.
Warner Brothers got mad at Mattel because Mattel don't care. Whoever's going to pay them what's going to happen.
But I really, really like these. These are, to me, I look at these and look, there's some clear differences between these and like traditional Turtles, whether your favorite Turtles are more, you know, purely Mirage Comics versions or purely 80s, you know, cartoon versions. There's clear differences. These are a different look for the Turtles, but not drastically different. They almost kind of have an in-between, you know, 80s cartoon and Mirage Comics look to them. Which, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, kind of make these a contender for, like, if you only have one set of Turtles in your collection, these might be a good choice for you. They've got that cartoon vibe, but they still maintain a Mirage Comics look. You know?
I was considering picking these up to get to have as my main Turtles was these four.
Yeah, I mean, these are really good looking. And they look like they would just fit as a good kind of catch-all version of the Turtles that you could just have as like your go-to display Turtles.
And they look really good
and just have one of every set of Turtles imaginable, and now you don't have room for other shit. You know, it's up to you.
They look really good too, in or out of the box as well, because the window.
Yeah, they do, but only losers collect in the box.
I'm just pointing that out.
Losers? Inbox collecting losers? Open your toys, damn it.
Oh, I did order the...
I see these people, you know, it drives me nuts. I see these people with these collector's rooms where they just have shelves of all the packages turned sideways, lining the shelves. Like, do you even really appreciate what you have there? Or you just want a room that looks like a fucking Walmart? Like, what are you going for? Do you really appreciate the stuff you have?
I'm going to be honest. I did that myself a long time ago when I started collecting.
Well, look,
I did that myself.
Look, no, hold on. I'll forgive people when they first start collecting because there's a lot of things that go through your head when you first start collecting that, like, oh, maybe I should keep this in the package and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But once you get, because there's that phase, and I'm sure I did that. I mean, no, I didn't. I never did that. But I mean, well, okay, let me put it this way. I've occasionally had a figure that I'm like, you know what, it looks cool in the package and I'll hang it on my wall. You know, like I did that with the 90s Toy Biz Marvel stuff. I use that kind of like wallpaper on an entire wall of my office.
When I was solely a Transformers collector for a long time, I would buy two. One open display.
Yeah, I did that as well. I
should point out, guys, that these Stan Saki Turtles, they're going to be available first at Target through Target Haulathon.
Oh, nice.
And then they'll be available everywhere else after that. So when Target Haulathon comes up in the next few weeks, a month maybe, they'll be available there first.
I mean, just look at that. Look at Michelangelo here. Look at that head sculpt. Does that not scream cartoon? You know, like that reminds me of a cartoon head sculpt. It's just seriously, the more I look at these, the more I think this is like a really perfect combination of like a cartoon vibe mixed with a Mirage Comics vibe. They look fantastic. Anyway, so very, very, very excited about these. These are probably the ones out of all the stuff that's been revealed recently, which is like they just dropped, although I can't find them anywhere because they sold out instantly on NECA's online store, and that was the only place they were selling them. But they just dropped a bunch of the new Last Ronin figures, which I want. I just haven't been able to get a hold of them yet. And at Toy Fair, they showed these, plus they showed the new wave of 2012 Turtle stuff with like Slash and a bunch of other characters. And out of all the new stuff that I've seen in the last couple months, these are the things that I think are the coolest, is these versions of the Turtles.
Now, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while.
You're going to buy Turtles?
No, I'm going to review this.
Oh!
I haven't reviewed a toy enough. Good.
You haven't. It's been several months. And I watch your reviews. I watch yours, Matt's, Shelby's.
I think my reviews are more, when I get back into them, I'm going to focus more on like independent stuff like that.
All right, so we got more Turtle stuff. This is all Playmates. By the way, it seems like Playmate is just like, I feel like they're doing what McFarlane is doing right now, which is like clearing house. They're like, let's pump out as much shit as we can before we lose this license. But the difference is, I actually like a lot of this shit.
Real quick, through my distributor, they are already resoliciting the Party Wagon, the Turtle Blimp, the Pizza Thrower, all six of the original releases, all four Turtles, Splinter and Shredder. I know they're re-releasing something else too, but yeah, they're re-releasing the Foot Cruiser. They're re-releasing that as well. So all those original Playmates items are getting re-released again.
I saw the Foot Cruiser was on clearance.
Yep, 20-something bucks. That's when I bought it.
Yeah,
that's when I bought
the
a custom one that I did.
I saw the Party Wagon was on Entertainment Earth, but I've heard so many people had so many problems with Entertainment Earth ordering from there that I just did not get it. But I want that Party Cruiser.
It's getting re-released everywhere. You'll be able to pick it up anywhere.
I had it here a few years ago. That and the Turtle Blimp like 3 or 4 times consistently sold out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's people that still want those things.
Yeah. So they're releasing a bunch of new stuff, new/old stuff. So we're getting some 80s line stuff. I say 80s line, but you know, that style, not necessarily from the line. We're getting new modern Turtle stuff, which is the Mutant Mayhem. We're getting new 2012 Turtle stuff from Playmates in new packaging. So here we've got a bunch of the new Mutant Mayhem stuff, which I don't really care about. I've picked up a handful of these figures, and they are pretty cool figures. Like if I was a kid right now, I would love these things. You know what I mean? They're well done, well articulated, good looking figures, but you know, I'm almost 50, so I don't really give that much of a shit about these versions of the Turtles. But cool figures. I love this Rocksteady and Bebop, by the way. I have them. They're fantastic figures. Anyway, more 2012 stuff. So they're doing some re-releases on 2012 stuff in new packaging. So I do also really like these 2012 figures. In fact, I would arguably say that the 2012 line of Turtles figures, arguably, as action figures, are probably the best line Playmates ever put out. Because great articulation, and I think total there was like 200 and something figures they put out in that 2012 line, because that show went on for like 7 years. And so it was around for a long time. So they released a ton of honestly really cool figures in that 2012 line. So the fact they're doing some re-releases, I think is cool because it's a good line. And we are at that point now that show has been out long enough that there's now a bunch of 20-somethings and early 30-somethings that are starting to feel nostalgic for that 2012 series. So I think it's pretty smart to start dumping some of those figures out there. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is re-release stuff, new packaging, whatever. Some of the throwback 80s, 90s nostalgia era figures are coming out from Playmates. Hard to tell, but there's an Asagi Yojimbo back there. We've got the and more Mutant Mayhem stuff. I just don't really care about the Mutant Mayhem stuff. I'm sure there's children out there right now that do, but I don't.
What they should do, those Winged Warriors, like since they're like $300, $1,500 a piece.
They should, yeah. The dragon, whatever the hell those things are.
Yeah.
You know what I want somebody to do, and I don't care if it's Mattel or NECA or someone. I want somebody to bring back. Where do I have them? Oh, I think they're behind me. The Ninja Turtle fast forward versions. I love the look of the fast forward versions of the Turtles, and that, I mean, we only got the original Playmates. It's the only time those ever been released. So anyway, so we're getting the.
If you missed out on the helicopter jet, the HasLab, that's going to be close to size.
Yeah, well, yeah. Looks good. By the way, that's a great looking April.
Yep.
Works perfect as Scarlet.
Oh, look who's here!
He's been here for a while. You've been looking at your lap.
Yeah, I've been here for an hour,
Yeah.
JB.
Yep.
Oh.
I must have this whole set. This set is fantastic. Everything about it just does it for me. Like this is honestly right now. We were talking about this before the show, I think, or maybe after while the show. I don't remember when we were talking about it, but I've completely lost interest in G.I. Joe classifieds over the course of the last year. I went from still collecting them towards the beginning of the year to I'm not picking up anything anymore. However, this stuff, yeah, I know they're out of all the good stuff.
Yeah.
This stuff here, though, 100%, I'm in. As soon as we saw that picture, I remember we talked about it however long ago that was, 2 months ago, whatever it was, those leaked photos that came out that everybody was trashing online. And I was like, no, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need.
The one that speaks to me the most is the
right
Destro crane.
Yeah. Although I love the Cobra Commander Shredder, too.
Yeah, they're all great. They're just... And Leo with Snake Eyes, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Ninja Force Snake Eyes too, which we don't have in Classified.
Yep. Yeah, dude. This line looks so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, very excited about these. So, do we have a release date on these yet? I haven't even.
They gotta get these out fast because they're losing the license.
I know. And I like how we're getting so these figures, by the way, these have all been out before. These are re-releases. But it almost looks like, and I can't quite tell because these are just pictures, but it almost looks like they're doing the re-releases with, it's hard to tell. I can't tell. Is there articulation in those elbows? I don't know. The original figures, so these are all ones that we got back in I want to say the late 90s, early 2000s. It was before the 2003 Turtles came out. They did this military version of the fucking Turtles. And you can still pick them up. They're actually really cheap. You can buy them on eBay for nothing.
It looks like there is articulation in those elbows.
It kind of does, doesn't it? I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, because
just pictures, but
Mikey's elbow's bent. Leonardo's is stretched almost all the way out.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure.
articulation.
I think they're all pre-posed.
Either way, these are re-releases of figures that came out. I wanted, like I said, late 90s, early 2000s, but that worked perfectly with this new Joe line. They're just re-releasing military-style Ninja Turtles that they already did, and it looks perfect. So
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Foot Cruiser is on Amazon right now. Regular price $32.99, but they got one of those coupons you can clip it makes it $24.74.
okay, so no, they don't. They have articulation, but only rotation here. So it looks like they've done rotation on the elbows, but that's it. So they're basically just re-releases of figures they already did. So, yeah, that's what that is. So, okay. But yeah, great line. Very excited about this. Well, not these, but the other ones. So hopefully we will get those soon. I want to get this. So also, what do we got? Oh yeah, the Ninja Turtles versus Godzilla, which I have no interest in. I'm sure someone does. I don't know.
I was kind of interested in them until I saw them in person. They're not great.
They don't look great, to be honest.
The local Target had some, and I was really interested in the Leo because he's Godzilla.
Yeah,
they had it. I picked it up, and it's like, this kind of looks like shit.
yeah, they don't. I don't know. I mean, look, they're fans. Somebody, people are gonna buy them, whatever. But not my thing. It's not my thing. Other Playmate stuff we've got. They're doing, now it's Ninja Turtles and Godzilla, or sorry, Ninja Turtles and Godzilla, and now Power Rangers and Godzilla. Again, I have no interest in these whatsoever.
The Godzilla killed the Dragon Zord and is wearing its body as
yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a cool concept, and look, if you're really into Power Rangers, you might also there's a much better chance you're also really into Godzilla too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure these make sense. The articulation looks.
You know what don't make sense is why this has not happened in Japan and sooner.
Yeah.
Super Sentai versus like the MonsterVerse. It seems like Scream something Japan should have done already.
You'd think so. I don't know. If these were if these were done in a more adult collector,
yeah. If Hasbro did this, I'd been more interested because their figures were great.
Yeah, because I mean the general designs are as far as like if you can imagine that with better articulation and more detail and all that kind of stuff, these would probably be really cool. These are clearly for kids, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Oh, the Godzilla Power Ranger mashups?
Well, because most of the people that are into Godzilla specifically, but even nowadays, Power Rangers are adults. I mean, let's be honest, Power Rangers has not had a great last 10 years.
Mm-mm.
Which means most of the people who are hardcore Power Rangers fans were Power Rangers fans like before 2010.
Well, Hasbro had this brilliant idea when they bought Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Let's not do what made them popular for like 30 years. Let's quit importing the Japanese show and try to do our own thing.
Yeah.
It did work.
No, it didn't.
They're also
I
not
don't
winning.
know. It just seems a really weird choice to me to take two IP that I feel like primarily skew older now at this point.
Especially the Toho stuff. The Toho Godzilla.
Yeah. Like, I feel like what? I don't know any kids that are going to give a shit about Power Rangers or Godzilla.
If it wasn't the Toho Godzilla, I think it would have made more sense if it was like the US MonsterVerse.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because I think that's more kid friendly than Toho.
Yeah. Well, because kids nowadays actually grew up with that.
We grew up watching TBS and watching classic Godzilla movies.
Yeah, exactly. We would be the ones that would be more likely
I can guarantee you that
these IP
kids have not watched the 1960s Godzilla.
No.
Or probably
And how many
Mighty
kids
Morphin
do
Power
you
Rangers.
know are watching Power Rangers now?
Well,
that toy line that's hitting Target, that Ninja Turtles and Godzilla mashup, those are selling like crazy here.
To Ninja Turtles fans, because they're still Ninja Turtles fans.
Well, true, but still.
And here's the other thing, though. Ninja Turtles fans, even old-ass motherfucking Ninja Turtles fans like me, still will buy kids' Ninja Turtle toys. Power Rangers fans, old-ass Power Rangers fans like me, let's say over the age of 30, are not buying kids' versions of Power Rangers toys.
You'd be surprised as a retailer how many people come in asking for any type of Godzilla merchandise.
Godzilla, yes. No, Godzilla, yes.
This stuff, whether it's Godzilla and Turtles or Godzilla and Power Rangers, is still the main element is Godzilla. There are some people that want that stuff. And I get it. I mean, unfortunately, I don't carry a whole lot of Godzilla stuff here. The Godzilla stuff I carry sells out. This stuff, I might try some of it. It might very well sell. You never know.
I would think the big seller point is going to be the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Well,
If he's
Godzilla
individually
has a Megazord.
released, I would say he'll sell the shit out of that one.
Yeah, that Godzilla as a Megazord looks pretty damn cool too. I will admit, and I'm not a big Power Ranger fan.
You
But
got
there are people that are out there that like that type of stuff.
the Green Ranger with Godzilla motif. That's a win.
Single card.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would guess, Quinn, if you ordered more of the Green Ranger, you'd sell a lot more of them.
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of digging Mothra's Pink Ranger. So,
All right, and the last thing I've got for Playmates is this, and we were talking about this in the private chat last weekend because I looked this up on YouTube just because I was curious, and apparently this is a very popular book series that I had never heard of before this toy came out, because of the fact that this book series is aimed at teens and 20-year-olds at like the oldest. So I've never heard of Dungeon Crawler Carl. However,
Coral.
these toys look pretty damn good. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not like the motif, the dude in his boxers, I could give a shit about. But the fact that, like, if I were to look at this figure right here, right, and look at the detail on that jacket and the double jointed elbows and the double jointed knees and the thigh swivels and all that stuff, I would not think this was a Playmates toy.
it doesn't
Because
look like
Playmates doesn't make stuff like this.
it looks like a Jada or a.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a great head sculpt, by the way. Just like for, whatever, a generic.
That would be Roy Harper. Roy Harper.
Yeah.
Right here.
And even stuff like this does not scream Playmates to me, which is impressive. This screams more, Hasbro adult collectible Marvel Legends types. Look at this character right here. Granted, they're showing the one, it doesn't have articulation on this one, but like it just does not come across as Playmate stuff, which I say as a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like all the little accoutrements, the bottles and stuff. If that comes with it,
it's cool, man. I don't know anything about this IP and this universe and these characters or anything. But what I'm seeing here looks cool. And I don't know if I'll, who knows? This looks like the kind of thing that I might actually like roll into a Target or a Walmart and be like, you know what, fuck it, and grab one. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's an interesting line. I would love if anybody out there, probably nobody in this audience, but if somebody out there in this audience knows anything about Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's something about like. What's weird about it is, like, I'm looking at this, but like I saw.
Or if you live in the UK, Coral.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, I need an Uzi Jesus. So
No shit. Look at that. It says, "Hey Zeus,
I
am the way, motherfucker." I don't know what this is, but I want to know more about it. I don't want to read books because
Playmates has got like profanity on like their stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but I'm very interested in.
This can't be a retail line if it's got.
it can't be.
Yeah, definitely not a retail line if there's cursing on there. And if we're trying to target it for teenagers, parents definitely ain't gonna buy it.
Look, there's two different aspects to this. There's the action figures, and then there's the card game. So this is part of a card game that is coming out, which is So they may be able to sell the action figures at Walmart and the card game.
The card game part go to like game shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe the whole thing will only be at specialty shops and online. I have no idea.
Target will sell things like Cards Against Humanity and stuff like that.
They will, yeah.
They could definitely.
And if the whole thing is all like together, they may just put this back in their collector part back by electronics. Same thing. Honestly, same thing Walmart does now.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Again, don't know, but all I know is it looks cool. So I'm very curious to see these figures like in person and see what they've got going on. Last thing I've got here for us today is just the Mezco 112 scale Dr. Doom, which
is that a reissue?
It's a reissue. They're re-releasing him because this was
die-cast parts.
It was in very high demand, and obviously a lot of people missed out on him that wanted him.
I think you've been selling for over $400.
Yes. So this is a very smart move by Mezco to re-release this dude because he's probably the most sought after. He's the most. He's easily the most sought after Mezco figure that Mezco has put out in the last 10 years, like hands down. So re-releasing him, very, very smart business move on Mezco's part. They will sell a ton of these. And it's a great looking figure. I mean, it does have that kind of short, squat Mezco look to him, which all Mezco figures have, really. But I mean, dude, it's a great figure, man. It's a great looking figure.
It's not cheap either. Even at regular retail, it's not cheap. It's a lot more expensive.
140, 150.
I'm sorry?
Isn't it like 140, 150?
It's about 159, I believe.
Yeah.
I've already got a throne for him, so.
Still way cheaper than what he was going for on the secondary.
Oh, yeah. Whenever these toy companies re-release something, it kills the secondary market, which is a good thing because these people like to scalp like crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
So, anyway, that was everything that I had to discuss. At least toy-wise. We can talk about anything else. I don't really know.
AK said, Doom comes with a book. Nerd.
What? Bad guys can't read? I mean, come on.
I can't.
What? Hit the button and things go away. All right. Transformer stuff don't really we really talked about most of it last week. Dave showed early. So we got Age of Prime's core select sub-constructor. It's like their little small bots. This looks awesome, but it's going to be like this big. This big. So
that's what she
said. That's cool. Oh, it's just wish it was like regular sized combiner instead of a little micro thing. G.I. Joe news. A lot of stuff I don't care about.
The only thing that even mildly interests me is the fact that we're getting a Cops character.
Very much a departure for what he looks like in Cops, but
yes.
It's
almost like they're trying to hide that he's a Cops character. But then again, that doesn't make sense because first of all, let's be honest, the only people that are collecting G.I. Joe classifieds are adults that know exactly who that is. And if you were to put that out in a line for people who don't know who Cops is, they wouldn't care about him anyway. So whatever. But it does make me somewhat hopeful that maybe they'll start dipping into some other stuff, kind of like they did with Crystar and Rom in Marvel Legends. Maybe they'll do some Cops in this.
You never know. Depends on how well it sells.
Most of this stuff's from the Deke series, except we got the Royal Guard from the Cobra Law, which that's the only thing I ordered out of this whole line.
That's the only thing. If I was still actively buying these, that'd be the only thing I would buy.
The only one I want is Zartan.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Exo Squad, the
Neo Sapiens.
Neo Sapiens. The Zartan's kind of cool, the Ninja Force version, but the rest of it I don't really care. Like all this is stuff from the Deke series, Cops, and you got Deke series stuff, and you got from IDW, which it's a good looking figure, but the character's trash. The female Snake Eyes. They killed off the OG Snake Eyes, implanted his memories in a complete stranger, and so she's kind of Snake Eyes.
Kind of.
But Larry Hama created her.
Yeah, for money.
That's what I keep hearing people say online when they're defending her. No, she's an original character created by Larry Hama.
The Royal Guard, I like this. I ordered only one so far, but I might end up getting at least another one.
He comes with a lot of Ultraman heads.
He
That's
does.
cool.
Looks cool. I like this a lot. And this is basically the end of where my cartoon G.I. Joe ends at too, like the movie.
I mean, I like some of the Deke stuff, but mostly character designs more than the show itself.
Yeah.
I liked Alley Viper, and you know what I mean? Like, there was some cool character designs that were done during that time.
Yeah.
But the show itself, I couldn't give a rat's ass about.
Right. I like the Zartan upper body is about all I like. This green and purple on the bottom.
If I got him, he would go in a Batman shell for a Dark Knight Returns.
He does.
Hey man, you do a little playing around and maybe some dyeing with that figure. You can make a pretty cool Ghost Rider with that.
Yeah.
It's a nice vest for Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole figure, dude. If you did you could do like a sleeveless Ghost Rider with like pale white flame arms or something. I don't know. Throw some Johnny Storm arms on him. Some flame on Johnny Storm, translucent arms, and a Ghost Rider head, and I could make something happen with that figure. I'm not gonna spend $30 on him just to do that, but
No.
This one I don't care about. Don't even know the character. This one.
That let's just say that pistol would never work
Oh,
on air flight. Look at that thing. Look at the grip on that thing. Where's the magazine going?
Yeah.
That looks like a early Marvel Legends Hasbro pistol.
Yep. That's shooting the blue and green lasers out of it.
Mm-hmm.
This looks just ridiculous.
now here's a question. I don't, because by the time we got to the 90s, there's a lot of these weird G.I. Joe lines that were coming out. Like I remember Ninja Force, and there's probably a couple others. Was that a line with the dragon looking the things? Is that a callback, or is that all? That's got to be a callback, right?
Yeah,
They wouldn't
it's
just
callback from the 90s. Did some wacky shit.
Yeah, I just don't remember what that was from. It looks vaguely familiar.
Well, like this is a callback.
Oh, Jen in the chat says Eco Warrior. So okay, Eco Warriors. All right.
Well, it would be a good fit for a Aquaman display too.
Hmm.
This guy just looks like he's wearing a swimsuit. So,
Well,
Is that a bat? Is that supposed to be a bat?
he is like the bat commander, like a cyborg. So there's like a cyborg in charge of bats. What's his name?
It's awful colors, but I
Yes.
do like the sculpt on it. Not for a
If
G.I.
this was like
Joe
colored like a regular bat, I'd be kind of interested in it.
Yeah, I like the sculpt. The sculpt looks cool. It looks like it would make for a cool cybernetic character. But
with that mask and a repaint, you already have a dead shot.
yeah,
Well, in these garish colors, no interest. If they do it like a regular bat color,
here's the problem. When you start looking at entire waves of figures, and the only thing you can come up with is that would make a cool custom for something else, there's a problem with the wave. You know what I mean?
The only thing that makes me interested in this, it's not a bad looking figure. It also looks a lot like Gina Carano.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we're getting a Gina Carano Ronda Rousey fight, right?
Yeah.
I do know that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a UFC fucking MMA dude, but I do really want to watch that fight.
Yep.
Can I just say, I hope Gina Carano kicks the shit out of Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which you already covered these, but
Get
it's just
back
good looking
in
helicopter.
Kitchen. I didn't say anything.
And same picture, same things. Were you ever getting a Resolute Snake Eyes? Looks like coming with them.
Now, see, the G.I. Joe Resolute stuff, I'm way more interested in than any of that Dick series, Eco Warrior,
Yeah.
Ninja Force stuff.
They need to move on past like the really
because
weird
I've got quite a few of the G.I. Joe Resolute 4-inch scale stuff, which are great designs for the characters.
They need to skip past a lot of that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It killed the line in the 90s. It's not going to do it no favors right now.
And there's so much, dude. You can jump to Resolute. You can jump to Sigma. You can jump to Valor versus Venom. Like, you need to get past that late 80s, early 90s slump that G.I. Joe was in, because a lot of people that are collecting this do not have fond memories of those versions of the characters.
Exactly.
Dude, I'd rather come out with what is it, Sergeant Savage or whatever his name is? I'm more interested in shit like that.
Oh yeah.
There's so much other stuff you could be doing with G.I. Joe.
So I got him put together finally. I just don't have, I got all his weapon stuff. I just don't have his jetpack completed yet. I'm still.
Why
working on
not?
that.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let's make this big. Let me see.
Oh my god, that was terrifying.
What's the scale? How tall is he?
Close to 6 inches exact.
Okay. All right, so decent
he's-
size. Nice.
So he's a bit taller than the 07 version, but they do have parts where you can interchange and make in the 07 iteration, so you can part swap him. But he's got a ton of guns. He's got arm cannons that you replace his forearms with. He's got regular guns for his hands. He's loaded, dude.
Fully loaded.
It almost
He
looks
is.
like they're using AI to make this art for the 5.5.
It is
That
AI.
looks terrible. It's awful.
I would really like some of these companies to get back to, spend a little money, pay an artist to do some box art. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
We all do.
Well, gentlemen, it's time for me to close up the store.
Good night,
You gotta
sir.
go.
I will see you
Goodbye,
guys
sir. He
Have
says
a good
that
He's got the fastest hang up in the West.
he does. He hangs up quick. He's like, I gotta go home to the missus.
I think he's holding that button down when he's talking to us, and it lets off, and it's just
Yeah.
He's got a dead man speech for his.
I gotta get to the missus.
AK said IDW artists will be unemployed soon. They can hire them.
Mm-hmm.
the problem is a lot of them are not very good.
Wow.
Which means they would be cheap, right?
We got some Toyline Monsterverse stuff, which, like I said, we were talking before. I think the U.S. Monsterverse stuff is, I think, more geared for kids now. The movies are fun.
Yeah, I in general enjoy the MonsterVerse movies. There's a couple that aren't great, and I really do like that show that we're about to get season 2 of. What is it? Legacy
Monarch.
Yeah, Monarch Legacy. I loved the first season, and I'm looking forward to the second season.
There's one part that, like with Godzilla versus Kong with the Mecha Godzilla in it.
I hate Godzilla vs. Kong. That's my least favorite one.
I was gonna say, it's got one of the dumbest fucking scenes ever in it when they airlift Kong with helicopters across the ocean. It's like not possible,
Bro, there is so much wrong with that show. Like,
That movie.
don't even get me started on that thing. Like, the fact that they go into another warp dimension and they have to warp into it so that it doesn't take, I don't know, days to get down to the underworld or the whatever they called it. It has a name, but the under earth, the upside down, whatever the fuck it's called. And then Godzilla shoots a hole all the way through the earth from Japan down to where they're at, which, by the way, it's clearly in the movie where they're at is below the earth under Antarctica. Hollow Earth. Thank you, Alpha Proto. And in like, I don't know, 3 minutes. They were so far into the earth under Antarctica that they had to go through a warp tunnel to get there quickly. But King Kong climbed up a fucking hole all the way through the center of the earth from Antarctica to show up in Japan in like 2 minutes. He just climbed up a hole that Godzilla had shot through the earth. It is some of the stupidest shit. That movie drives me nuts.
Okay, but the action was
drives
good.
me nuts because King of the Monsters was such a good damn movie, and
King
to
of the
have
Monsters
that
is
piece of
amazing.
shit be the sequel.
King of the
to
Monsters was fantastic.
Oh, I love King of the Monsters, dude.
You know one
King
thing.
of the Monsters and Skull Island are my two favorites out of that whole stuff.
I instantly saw something on this that drives me nuts as a car guy. I'm going to mess with Shelby too.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a 3/4 ton Camaro.
Whoa.
That's a lot of nuts.
It
I
only
hate
goes have 5 lug nuts.
8 lugs on that fucker. Damn.
They're going to make sure when he comes down for a landing, them wheels, those studs ain't going to break off.
Yeah, they just did an axle swap. It's a drag burnout car.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? That go back to that picture. They need to do a Megatron turning into Galvatron in that.
Well, they did on some of the action figure lines, non-transformable.
Yeah, I don't care.
Actually,
How would they
no,
do it? Well, it can't be transformable because it needs to be morphing between two completely different forms.
Actually, I think they did do a morphing Galvatron, like with the King.
In like translucent purple. That would be awesome. Dude, that'd be awesome.
They had like a 6-6 figure line a while back called the Red Line.
Mhm.
They did a Megatron and they did a Galvatron, both of them in the purple with the grid.
I'd love to see a figure that's morphed between the two, where like half the face is Galvatron and half is Megatron, and like half the body is Galvatron. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They got the same amount of lugs.
That would be great.
Someone should do a wheel swap between them.
Yeah.
Give you that off-roading.
A buddy of mine just got his like wave 1 in finally he ordered directly from them, and it took them forever to get these things.
Hey,
I've seen some reviews where people are doing comparisons between this and the original line.
Mm-hmm.
And people are saying the original line, even 40 years old now at this point, are better quality, better made than the new ones. I don't know. I mean, some of the videos I've seen.
I would have, like we were talking about before, I was tempted with these because I never had mass vehicles, but I'm always like a car guy and Transformers things with these transforming cars. So they were tempting, but I passed on them. But if they made them 1/18 scale, I think I would have bit.
Yeah.
Would have made stuff more compatible.
I mean, I had a handful of them as a kid. It was never like a big franchise for toys for me. You know what I mean? I was already, by that point, I was fully engulfed in G.I. Joe and Star Wars were the two big ones, up until Ninja Turtles came out. So Mask was, I think I don't even remember which ones I had, to be honest, but I had a handful of them and stuff, but it was never, but yeah, to your point, like had they been 1/18 scale, I would have been way more interested in them too.
We talked about this, I think last week a little bit too, but we got some actual prototypes. So the bridge set, build a bridge with the TOS characters, which I am very interested in.
Yes, much more than anything else they've announced so far with those first two.
Absolutely. And plus they only got Spock. I was hoping they'd show a little bit more, but that's all they got.
What I had originally heard was each part of the bridge was going to come with a different, TOS character.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still true. That was the rumor when it first dropped.
Oh, wait a minute. I think it's going to be buy the bridge pieces separately. I think it's going to be like you buy a Wave 3 spot and build a bridge set. I don't know. We got to find out some more information on this. These are looking good. They had an issue with their Wave 1 figures, and they had to go back to the factory and get them redone. So they were starting to reship again because they melted on the ship, and the cargo container got too hot, and the plastic all got melty.
Yeah.
But to me, this is what they should have done in the first damn place instead of these weird oddball one-off shit they're doing.
Yeah, make each wave a crew from a ship.
Yes, instead of this stupid shit here from Generations. We got the old man on the holodeck. That is a horrible likeness of LeVar Burton. That looks like a kid.
It does.
I mean, like the cartoon series characters and stuff, they got weird, mismatch of stuff. Instead of getting regular Janeway, we get where she's all beat up and defending the ship. Before we get all that stuff, give us regular looks first.
Yeah.
The best captain in Starfleet.
Yeah, he is. And look, even I hated him when I first watched that. You know?
Yeah. Look at that. That looks nothing like him. Dude, it's horrible.
The Diamond Select figures that came out 15 years ago are better likenesses of Scott Bakula than that.
Yeah, that is a horrible likeness of Scott Bakula. You're like, who is that?
I'll be more interested when they start doing real Star Trek. You know,
it's when they did this.
The Kelvin line.
She was in the episode for 5 minutes. I mean, yes, it's good likeness, good figure. But who's asking for the captain?
Nobody cares about her.
Who died has 5 minutes of screen time before she's dead.
And I get it. Look, don't get me wrong. Rachel Garrett was in a very prominent, well-loved, very well-remembered episode, but it was an episode.
Yes. And Tuvix. Why the fuck are they making
Nobody wants Tuvix. Nobody asked for
the crew
Tuvix.
didn't want Tuvix.
Nobody likes Tuvix. Tuvix didn't like Tuvix. Okay?
We get to Paul. Which
again, if they're gonna do the entire bridge crew, cool.
It's just
But
weird.
if it's gonna end up like Power Rangers, where you're gonna drop a little bit here and there, and no bridge crew's ever gonna be finished,
To me, there's
gonna be a problem.
I lost all interest in this because they're not going to do the pilot. To me, you're going to have an incomplete set because you're not going to do the pilot.
Which really sucks because those are good looking figures.
They could lift off a mouth breather over here than give us the pilot.
Well, they kind of.
I think she's the one that pushed to have him fired from the show.
They did kind of shove her off to the side. She's kind of separate from the rest of the figures. So.
Yeah.
I think she was one of the ones that pushed to have him fired from the show. So, and at last season, I could not stand her storyline. I wonder if they'll make her figure from Split Second, the movie she did right after this.
Yeah, with the same
haircut. I remember watching Split Second. It's like she still got the shaved head. Which is
Jen, Gold Ducat did a lot wrong. Don't give me that shit.
Yep. I think that's all I got.
Oh my God, are we done on time? I mean, by the time I go to my next chat, we'll actually be finished. We have time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh my God.
JB's going to interrupt here in a second.
The baby's changed a lot in a week.
JB, since you've had a baby, you look more and more like the old guy from Up. Why is that?
Oh.
Now, we have noticed the bald spots getting a little bigger.
You jerks. Y'all are awful.
You can't notice my bald spot, can you? I don't think so.
There's
I got
not
covered
a
up pretty
spot, so.
Well,
So you're gonna get a look at it when you're building model kits through the whole show, and you're just
Yeah, I know. We're just like,
well, there's JB's bald spots.
it's all we're seeing.
I didn't get all the wing pack done, but at least I got Optimus Prime done and his weapons.
Well, you get some like spray stuff, like put like the fake hair.
I'm okay. Truth, me and my brother, one of them, the oldest brother, we both have the bald spot where it's thinning really bad up here, both of them. But he's got it worse than me. Like his, you think he shaved
Oh,
his
you got a
whole
kid
hair
now.
right
You've
there.
got a kid now. It's going to get worse.
Oh yeah,
I know.
You're
I
gonna
know.
be your hair out.
Look,
But
Look,
my
just go
other
ahead and shave
brother,
your head. Just go ahead and
my
shave your head.
well, my other brother, who is also a very good guy, he has never had a bald spot. So it must be Jeanette. It must me and my one brother must have gotten the bad luck because the other one doesn't have it.
So your one brother that's a good guy doesn't have it, but you and the other brother do?
Yes.
What you're saying is you and the other brother are the
Evil.
bad guys.
Evil.
Yeah.
We were the mischief ones, so I guess so.
So the good ones adopted.
Why can I not see JB engage in mischief? Of any
Oh,
kind?
if you met me 10 years ago, yeah, I was pretty mischief boy back
He
then.
was a little
About 10 years
scamp.
ago.
I heard he tore the tag off his mattress.
Oh my god.
About 10 years ago, yeah, I was mischievous, but then I met my wife, and since then I've straightened up.
Hey, I've always followed the rules and did nothing wrong, and I'm not going to admit anything else on camera.
I have never broken the law and got caught.
I have done so much wrong. I can't deny it because I've talked about it for 15 years on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. That's right, Jen. JB's one of those figure swappers. He's one of those people you hate. All right, we're going to get out of here. We will be doing a chat tomorrow night. So we will do a geek chat tomorrow night, mañana, because I said so. And it's not Valentine's Day like last Saturday was. So we'll do that tomorrow night. So we'll see you guys mañana. Jared, you got your Sunday chat at 7 Eastern. Early enough that I was actually able to join for a little while.
You were. I was surprised. I was like expecting dawn. It's like, it's Matt.
Yeah, I've done absolutely nothing more to that custom that I worked on Sunday night. I haven't done anything to it since then. But
You tell me you don't want to wave bye to the good audience, the good people that are watching? You don't want to wave goodbye?
Bad.
adios, amigos. We will see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, that's just for all
Oh,
you
no, look
geeks
at
out there. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow night, and then again back next week. So later, all.
Goodbye.
Enjoy things.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ninja vanish.